thanks so much for joining me. On this video, we're going to work on twisting chair pose and how it relates to a twisting lunge, maybe the revolved side angle, and then also maybe some arm balances that you can go into from twisting chair and twisting side angle, revolved side angle, twisting lunge. We'll see. I might try them and fall, but that's okay too, because that's part of the practice. So anyway, let's go ahead and come back. You know what? The props that you might find helpful are a couple of blocks. I think that's about it. A wall might be handy. So, all right, let's go ahead and head back to the mat. So twisting chair, the thing about it is that the knees move. And we'll be in this, we'll think we're in a really great chair pose, and maybe not even recognizing that we're congesting things in places, or maybe not even feeling like we're getting much out of it because this is what's happening, and I'm exaggerating it doesn't usually happen this much, but that one knee travels behind the other, okay? And what we're really trying to do is keep the knees in the same line. You imagine that the knees are up at a wall, okay, and finding the length, and then the twist. So your twist, your twisting chair might be here. Somebody else's might be here. So it goes, right? There's a variety of depth. But what you really want to make sure is that you're not losing the benefit of the twist because something else has taken over, right? And you're losing the alignment. So just to remind, that sensation, and I showed this in the chair video, because if you're going to have the feet closer together in your twisting chair, but you still want this sensation that you are hugging a block between your thighs, and that sensation gives you length and space, okay, coming up the body. So you're lining up, center ankles, knees, hips, even when you twist, okay? So a block still might be handy in your twisting chair as you extend arms, but we're setting this up so that all the toes point forward, okay? I don't tend to let my heels touch, and for me, I find it easy to bring my big toes to touch. If yours don't worry about it. You just bring your legs as close together as you can while the toes are all still pointing forward, okay? So then, entering into our chair pose, rooting across the feet, sending your seat back, maintaining that neutral forward tilt, or I exaggerated at first, okay? So I'm sending my seat back, my chest is forward, belly is forward, I'm just beginning. Rooting across the feet, really motivating engagement to come up, lengthening the low belly, and then just testing depth, maintaining length in my spine. Okay, then I'm going to use this hand to keep my thigh bone anchored in the hip joint, or at least to remind it to. And then try to pay attention to my knees. So you might use your other hand here, be a little wall, and grow longer in your torso. You might be adding depth. I'm trying to make sure my ankles don't roll in toward each other. So there's all these areas of the body that are going to try to avoid the work or compensate. Okay, so lengthening, keeping the knees side by side, exploring the twist. You might add on some leverage here. Okay, one arm to the outside of the opposite leg, but really keep track of what's occurring. Head of the arm goes back, really lengthening. Maybe, okay, coming more into this open chair or here. You don't need to be here. Okay, there's no real point to this. I mean, to me, if you're really trying to get some leverage, it would be more advantageous to have one hand still on the leg. Okay, and then you can work with this. Let's go ahead and unwind, shake it out, catch your breath. We're breathing in it, hopefully. You're breathing mid-pose while you're in it, but it is hard. It is one of those chair pose and anything related to it really just challenges everything. So we'll do the other side, and I might see about visiting side crow. And that's what a revolved chair pose might lead into side crow. Okay, So I might show it, let's see, maybe at a diagonal. We'll see. I want to still have you be able to see it and not run into the wall and such. But all the toes are pointing forward, okay? Lengthening the spine, sending the seat back, bending the knees, just finding your chair. Okay, you want to make sure you don't feel any congestion at the groins, no pinching at the spine. Lengthening, okay, finding your right depth as we head into the twist, making sure that the knees are staying side by side, keeping the hips level as you can, okay, keeping, so I'll go out of it and then I'll come back in to the head of the arm bones, okay, into the shoulder joints, engaging my thighs, glutes, abs, sides, okay, and just depending, as long as you don't lose the alignment, okay, you might find, this is just one of those yoga fun things, okay, to place the hands. Am I still in the video? Kind of. Okay, head of the arm bones in, lengthening the spine, shifting your weight. Maybe. And then it keeps on going. I mean, truly, because you can take the legs, you know, and extend them. That's just an add-on. A fun challenge. I don't know if I was really maintaining my alignment, okay? So it takes more time to set up, okay? But mostly the focus here is twisting chair, because I will more frequently teach that than and I'll just give the opportunity to test and see if side crow is available, okay? But it has to feel safe, fun. If you need some extra courage, you can always put a blanket where you think if your head is gonna fall onto the ground where you'll land, okay? So twisting chair and how it relates to lunge. Basically, everything is the same. It's just that one foot is in front, one foot is behind. But you're still trying to keep the hips stable and get a nice cleansing twist in the spine. It's up to you if you tend to use blocks for your lunge. And this would be adding on to, if you want any more reference for lunge, there's a separate video on that. But your feet are parallel, setting your seat back, bending the knees. Maybe using these, stepping a foot back, okay, knee over heel, toes pointing forward, feet parallel, all those things. Drawing energy up, thigh bones, okay, in the hip joints, lengthening the torso, okay, and then, so same thing, so I'll still use my hand here to assist. I'll try to remember that sensation of squeezing a block between my thighs so I get more length. And then taking the other arm to the outside of it. So right here, twisting lunge, okay? The difference between twisting lunge and twisting side angle is the back foot would be down, okay? And there's a lot more challenge here as far as the back heel is down. And your revolved side angle, still looking for this line from the back heel coming all the way up, okay? And I'm not one who can get really deep into this, okay? So that's twisting lunge, revolved side angle, and I'll do it on the other side, maybe show at least the potential for the entry into the arm balance. Let's see, yeah. At least I'm consistent with my confusion. If you see other videos, I tend to, when I turn around, I get confused which leg I've done and not done and such. So anyway, so having these blocks handy if they are helpful to you, setting up for your lunge, okay, knee over heel, the toes pointing forward. The feet have a slight distance between them so that you don't feel wobbly in your lunge. And then really bringing that energy up, thigh bones in the hip joints. They may not want to stay. Yours might be really stable. Mine don't tend to be very stable. Lengthening, okay? So finding your right, either twisting lunge or again dropping that back heel for a revolved side angle. So I love this one, okay? But see, I really have to work on my length, okay? So landing the hands. This foot goes out. You might straighten. No, maybe the back leg, yeah, we'll lift up, maybe. If I had more space, you can exit to chaturanga. There's all sorts of fanciness. The neat thing is though to really work on, at least to me, to work on the fundamentals, work on the foundation, and then that really sets you up to, even if it's not perfect, it's fun to explore those other things. But I think only when you really feel confident that you understand the setup, right? What's behind those fun, fancy poses. So anyway, twisting chair, twisting lunge, and a little visit to revolved side angle. It's really similar to that revolved lunge, but a lot more challenging. You'll find that just to lower that back heel and keep the legs in alignment, the joints happy, spine long, is a lot of work. So enjoy the practice. Let me know if you have any comments, questions, suggestions, and I hope you have a great day. Namaste.